welcome to George's kitchen, where today we are making tea. I've already made up 3 tubs over there, and you can see I've tried to get it in a nice variety of tones. We're actually making these at half consistency, so they'll be, well, as you can probably tell, they're nice and runny, and they're probably not going to set much more than that. I still have this many to go before I'm done, so I'm going to get off the bloody camera and get working. George asked me to be an art director, particularly on the womb scene. He wanted me to sort of provide another perspective, I think, and sort of give a casting eye over kind of how the design aspect of the film was being produced. Oh. I'm the one who makes jelly.
Jelly woman.
Jelly lady. If I'm ever a superhero, I will be jelly.
Jelly woman. With just your one orange.
Okay. My ability to mass produce jelly.
Only if it's strawberry or raspberry though. Apple? No. I don't know, yeah.
Blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant, yes. What happened here?
Well, I read the script. Well, you know, that's always a good starting point. But even for George's films, it was quite interesting. We met up a couple of times for coffee and then we just talked it over, and I think we found that quite a lot of ideas we had sort of similar approaches to. Lots of very bad sketches and lists of stuff that were tried and didn't really work. And now we have a paddling pool full of jelly, which sounds like the strangest thing in the world, but I think it will look good.
Yeah, just whatever you think goes.
Oh, good freedom.
And just wear the same thing every time you do it.
Okay, just have to remember. Maybe I should write something down then. Because I'm not going to remember. So, the grey, the...
Costume I quite enjoyed thinking about. For Niall as Simon, we again wanted something very blank, very kind of personality-less, so we tried to keep him to as little colour as possible. As a contrast to that, Damon is much more of a typical young person. He's more colourful, kind of, the cuts of his clothes are a bit more casual, a little bit more comfortable. Francis, you know, I wanted to distinguish that he was slightly older than Simon, so we put him in kind of work shirts and stuff to look like he kind of just started a professional job. Recording! Anyway, on a more serious note, we're setting up George's room for the set. There's not a lot in here, and because I'm standing in an awkward place, you can't really see anything. I'm going to stand here instead. Yeah, we've basically just emptied out everything, and it looks lovely. The set's as blank as possible. We don't really want to give too much information away about Simon. We want to make him seem like a character who really keeps things to himself. So we kind of, well, George turned books round so that you could see the pages but not the spines of them. We just took everything kind of decorative or anything that showed any amount of personality out of the room, so that you sort of just got this real kind of empty shell of a bedroom and a lounge and a kitchen. So, you know, enough that you could obviously see what the function of the room was, but, you know, we just wanted to give away as little information as possible because he is such a strange, introverted person that it just didn't make sense for his surroundings to be very bright and cheerful and colourful and, you know, loads of posters up and stuff. So, I mean, George's room was just absolutely gutted.
Well, the only other film I've done was George's other film, Colin Cart, which I had a not quite such a starring role as Simon, I think it's fair to say, and I would say I was not good in it either. Since then I've done lots more theatre stuff in school and with the local theatre group, 2 local theatre groups, one of which is good, and I've learned a lot more. I think it's fair to say I've become a better actor. It's different though, in the sense that it's, you know, it's a really short thing to do. I mean, with a play you spend like 3-4 months rehearsing, and if you've got a big enough role, you know, you're on stage every day giving your all and that kind of thing. With this film, you know, 2 days, lots of bits where I'm not really speaking, that kind of thing. So getting into the character was a bit trickier. I'm really worried that the finished product is just going to be Simon's going to have no consistency. Like one scene he's going to be speaking one way, the next scene he's going to be speaking completely differently.
We're more indoors this time. Before it was really outdoor based, and that was quite different. You know, we had a lot of the schedule was a bit different. It was sort of a bit this week and a bit another, but this time we got it done 2 days, so that was really good.
I've never played anyone with sort of major psychological problems before. I think I'll probably call Simon the villain, and I've never really played a villain before. So it was really interesting on 2 fronts.
You see a lot of them in the perspective of Simon, rather than seeing him as a character itself.
I played Damon. I knew that I would have to like kind of act with other people. I say kind of act because the other people were acting and I was trying to follow them.
There's no room for a cameo.
Okay. Well, I will be driving the car at the end.
Look at the jelly I'm making!
I'll zoom in a minute.
Yeah, go on. Get a really good shot when I stir it.
I'm glad to swim in that.
I think swim is sort of a bit ambitious. You're sort of just gonna
paddle. Doggy.
You're just gonna sort of lie there and we're just gonna put jelly on you, and it's gonna be a bit weird. But
yeah, I believe you. Simon's a really internal character, I suppose. And I've just come off a play playing a really internal character. There's still a lot of lines, but there's lots of bits of just sitting there staring at things, and that's meant to communicate their emotions and feelings and such forth. So with Simon, it's sort of similar but much more twisted and evil. I realised some of the other guys were struggling with their lines, and I was sort of thinking like, well, come on guys, there's not that many, and then I realised, oh wait, they've got loads. I've got like, all I have to say is the same word over and over again, or I really have one line in the play which is longer than like a couple of words.
Dying.
It's like the weirdest operation ever.
Operating all my clothes.
Why are we using the knife to do this? Surely it'd be faster.
Why are we using the knife?
And
we need him for other scenes tomorrow, to be fair.
that's the only reason.
What prop of his body? Somebody will move his mouth with like a string and we can just do voiceover. Hang again.
Dying again.
Part 2.
What do I need to do?
Lie back, get comfortable.
Oh, golly. I was taught dead people aren't supposed to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I was going to kind of go like that. You know,
that's good. Yeah.
one hand on the belly, one hand out.
Recommendation?
One hand on your phone.
Hey?
Close your eyes.
Right now?
Let's see with it closed and open.
What?
Hey? What? Open eyes or closed? What?
And they look better open.
Yeah, but it's if you can maintain it though.
We don't see them for, we don't like focus on them for a whole minute or something.
Because you're just coming in, seeing.
Look at a certain point and remember that point, and then you can always just look at it.
Yeah, let's go for somewhere on that cracked line on the.
Or like that.
That dot. Well, I was thinking, that's not quite like straight up enough.
George, would you care to explain the ending?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Why is he suddenly in a car?
Because he was going to be cycling, but that was hard to film, so now he's being rescued by someone. It's cool.
A bit, but it's not too bad.
It's not really very gory, actually.
With a distinctive handle.
That's quite good on camera, to be fair, if you look at it. Mind you, obviously this isn't as good quality.
Oh, it does look good, actually. I like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. The only thing is sort of the fold of a shirt, it sort of covers a little bit. I don't know if you put it down somewhere.
It does. I do want to cover up the fact that his stomach's not actually slit though.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought the rumples of this shirt would do that.
No, it's just a bit away, it's quite good. The dots are quite big.
They do spread out a lot though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't eat the dead
you
fly.
kind of, like, I'm just
I don't eat the dead
one's
fly.
going to be somewhere there, because if you got cut open, and as you're dying, you're probably going to clutch.
Yeah.
Around there, anyway. That was my thinking behind the hand placement. I'll try and get that in as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want to like put them together somehow? And I can put it together in one go? Probably.
So, George, in your mind, did I stab him first or did I force feed him first?
Well, I think you probably stabbed him first. This was just decoration.
I'm okay. How long has it been? Since I had this
20 minutes, half
That's
an
about
hour.
an hour, I think.
An hour?
Really?
Uh,
I had a long time with a spoon down my throat in the same position. I got a numb bum.
What were you thinking
Got
about?
a pain in my feet. Not much. It was really hard to keep looking up without this quivering in my mouth because the nerves are trapped. And but you know, it was fun.
Were you
it's
enjoying,
all for the sake of art.
were you enjoying all the
all
action
for-
going on around you?
I loved it.
So this is it. This is all of the jelly that we have set. There is 9 bowls there, 1 bowl here, and that constitute George's fridge. There is 1 in the freezer, and there is 1 giant bucket of jelly here. So all in all, I hope that will be enough.
What are you looking for, Dan?
A tin opener. Hey guys.
Well, here's the behind the scenes guy.
It's like a behind the scenes face off. This is the lovely food.
It's not that horrible yet.
It smells
Yeah.
abysmal. I'm not sure if you can smell this on the other end of the camera, but let's give that a quick stir. Oh.
And what do you call this dish?
Yum.
Yum.
So nice.
So you have it, yum.
Here's George setting up to do a shot. So we have some
Working hard.
tin opening there. So just to film that tin being open.
How do you feel right now?
Like a man.
Like a man.
Cam reception.
Do I put the watery rubbish in it or not?
Yeah.
I do.
Makes it look worse, brilliant. That looks like kidneys, actually. They look like mini kidneys. Probably what I call kidney beans, to be honest.
Same colour, same shape.
I kind of feel we need to do something to make it more one big uniform
Slop.
gloop, you know.
Tomato paste.
Do you have a whisk?
Oh, whisk, really?
Just like shove it in a blender.
I think it's good that it's lumpy and has bits in it. I like the idea of bits in it.
I think
Bits that
darker
you can't
though.
really tell what they are. Darker, yeah.
So as in like to make the meat darker than what it is.
Get some red, get some of the red dye and the food colouring. I don't like kidney beans. I love it. It's just tomatoes. Like as a whole, it's normally tomatoes and mushrooms. I don't like, and then quite a lot of sauces. But I'm not really that fussy.
That's quite a lot.
Just unfortunate.
Being very generous with our brown sauce,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot in there.
Making Jacob a very happy man.
Okay. I don't eat too much of it, so it's not right. But do I?
Hello.
There's the mascot.
What's her name?
Poppy. You can't really do it on camera that much.
How much is one, George?
Just to make it look hazy. Okay, do you want to get in position?
Mm-hmm. How long do you want before I turn?
Just a while, just slowly. Slowly
Slowly
turn.
Actually, let me come over, Simon.
Well done, you just had your first speaking line for the whole film. It's over.
It's nerve-wracking.
Just got to do it again now.
It's nerve-wracking. I feel like Michael Fassbender already.
If you tell me this is our dinner, I'm going to cry. Spaghetti was okay, I'll give it that. But meat-free mince, tomatoes, which I already don't like, brown sauce, and kidney beans, which I don't mind kidney beans, but I don't like the brown sauce. But it made interesting mixture, and it was quite vile, which I think was the point. So hopefully that came across in my facial expressions.
Lots of eating in this play. Chips and gruel and rice pudding, chocolate.
Do you think that's one of the themes of the play?
Well, definitely.
Film.
Yeah, the diet, you know, it's in the title. Food's a lot to do with it. Sort of thought a lot of it was going to be me just sitting in front of the camera saying things, and then that's when I had the realisation, I don't say very much, and it's all very sort of internal physical stuff, which is of course a lot more intense unless you're having a shouting match with someone. And yeah, if I'm perfectly honest, I think it probably surpassed my expectations. Not because I thought the script was bad or anything. It wasn't. It didn't come across as visceral and as disturbing as I just thought by reading the script as it actually turned out to be. I think it'll look really good in the finished project. I mean, if it looked nearly as, some of the things we did look nearly as creepy or disturbing as they did when we were doing them, they should look fantastic in the finished film. As George is ever the person that loves to have us do nice normal things, I had to swallow mouthfuls of canned rice pudding and spit it back up again. Jacob, of course, got nice sweet vanilla milk, but no, I got chunky cold rice pudding, which was really effective, I think, especially when the fake vomiting was so convincing it suddenly became real vomiting. Self-mutilation might be a bit of an extreme word, but all the bits where Simon's sort of attacking himself and vomiting and stomach scratching, all this kind of stuff is very really intense physical stuff. I mean, I got really exhausted in some of those takes, and kind of hard too. And just generally the sort of sense of hating everyone around you. You've got your best friend and your brother next to you, all you can think about how much you want to kill them both. So that's just not something I've ever really thought about, to be honest.
The jelly, I think trying to figure out the right consistency first off, and then the right amount was another. I mean, I got a shot of the bag of jelly you gave me and I just thought this will be like, you know, we'll need all of this, but this is so much, and now we've got it out in the pool. I think maybe we could have done with more. Today I have had the glamorous job of putting up a gazebo and filling a paddling pool inside it with the jelly that I pre-prepared yesterday. There's about, I think they said about 38 packs in total of jelly, about most of them which I set yesterday and then have put in the paddling pool.
Day 2 and mayhem, basically.
Which number is this? Oh, it's an 8. Wait,
That was Rosa.
This one's the wrong way up as well.
yeah, that's upside down.
It sure wouldn't be easy to make it the right way up and then just lift it.
Probably, George, but we've started now, so...
4 of us, each of us can go in the corner and be able to lift it, shove the leg in. Oh, I got apples.
Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on, I'm too short. Okay, you're gonna have to come further, or things we use to attach, I think.
So our victory video. Hi guys.
Our victory. Oh, hang on, we can't get in.
Look at what we've created.
Neil didn't help.
Neil didn't help. That's just... He's not going on the credits for that.
Gazebo put up.
Gazebo put up person. You have Jelly Woman and Gazebo put up person.
Yay!
Neil was a bit lazy with the gazebo. Just wanted to bring that up, by the way.
I'd like to clear up the gazebo incident, okay? Because all that happened. All that happened was I got up very early that morning. I was very tired, and I went. I had a little lie down on the sofa, and I thought, right, I know they're having a bit of a break now. When they go to set up the gazebo, I'm sure George will wake me up. He did not. They just did it without me. Next thing I know, I'm being woken up, being shouted at for not having helped out. But I think I paid the price because I missed both of the jelly baths, which is by far the highlight of filming. I didn't get to see either of those, so you know.
So yeah, when we finished the gazebo, did you sort of help out by making bacon, or did you just lie on the sofa with Poppy?
Look, Poppy fell asleep on me. It's not my fault. I didn't want to disturb the poor thing. She'd just gone through major surgery.
My mum was a GP. And my dad's.
It's lunchtime. Let's just zoom in on that again.
Bacon!
George is making us bacon. Okay. There's the bacon. We'll have a little zoom in. Thank you for joking.
Yeah.
Neil, are you quite comfortable there?
I think we should set up a tripod and just leave it there and just have him, and then do the really quick thing.
Yeah, a time lapse of Neil
Neil
sitting with the dog.
It's a nice dog.
Poppy is lovely, but oh, it's okay. We don't even need to time lapse. I can't. I'll just sit here.
Being kind.
I was waiting for you to come and get me, and when you didn't come and get me for help, I assumed I could have a nap.
The womb pool is just completely different though. It's very rich in colour, in texture, in kind of the shots we use I think are going to be more interesting as well than kind of the more bland ones for Neil. Hopefully we'll get the smoke machine as well in there, which I think will look really good. Jellyfish! So this is Jelly World. Dig time. As you can see, there's plenty of nice slush in there. Now let's go see what's happening in the lounge.
Right, you know a lot more cooking than us people.
Hello. This is a bad place to sit.
I don't even know if it's day or night.
Probably
It's supposed to be night.
Yeah.
You know how at night time there's like smoke in Maybe Simon just owns the smoke machine for atmosphere.
Yeah, where to put the shirt?
Are you finding this an intriguing insight into George's world of filming?
Yes.
Hey, it's cold. Oh, you got angles? Is there enough jelly? I can put some of the string. I mean, once you get used to the cold, it's not too bad. I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
You alright?
Yeah. It's just avoiding getting loads on my eye.
Okay.
Yeah. He fall into bits.
Try biting some.
Puppy trying to eat Dan.
I thought I'd go for eyes closed.
Yeah.
Saves any eye damage.
Any eye damage. I'm not quite sure if Jelly has any warnings about possible eye damage.
I don't know. There's definitely gone quite a bit in my mouth. Yeah. Poppy, what are you doing?
Puppy. Puppy.
Can you try eating this one last piece?
Alright.
Just one more, Dan.
Do you want any specific way?
No.
Puppy.
Okay. I might just get a few shots from the side.
Ah.
Dan, you are looking incredibly seductive.
Starting to get a little bit cold.
Puppy, leave his feet alone.
Okay.
Shall I take the dog?
Okay. Oh, Puppy. Try and lick his toe.
You come in.
Yeah. Bye, Puppy.
Bye, Poppy.
In the womb. Well, 20 years ago. No. In the womb pool, I had to lay in it, in some jelly, move around a bit, rip some paper in my mouth a bit, get some string, was it string or like wool? Like rip that. Yeah. So I don't really know what it looks like from the camera's perspective, because I have my eyes shut most of the time.
This is cleaning Dan off.
Yeah.
After a lovely jelly bar. Sometimes best one. That is not. No.
My hands are a little bit red.
Yeah. Someone tells you to get into a paddling pool of jelly, you don't exactly jump out your skin to do it straight away. But yeah, you know, when you told me about it, it was something that I wasn't really sure about whether I was going to hate it or not. But I found actually strangely enjoyable almost. It was a bit weird, I'm not going to lie. But you know, you get in, it's freezing cold, and it feels incredibly slimy and gooey and jelly-like. Should do, really. An experience that I'm pretty sure I'll never forget. And I don't think many people can say that they've been in a pool full of jelly. I think I had a bit of a mouthful when I was in there. But I think I can look at a trifle and say, yeah, I can eat you still. I think it's not so traumatic that I'd rather have orange jelly rather than strawberry and raspberry because I can still smell it. But yeah, no, I think I'd be alright. Dan, how do you feel about it after that bath?
Well, I think this is the way I would bath every time in future.
It looks lovely.
It was interesting.
How was your shower afterwards?
It was great, but there was just some idiot who just kept spraying me with water, you know.
Gan boy,
You just got blanked.
what was it like?
Cold at first, then you get used to it a bit. A little bit weird, because it's like this gloopy substance.
It's almost like jelly, you could say.
Almost.